Hello everyone, and welcome back to Season 1 of my Let's Play series. You have joined episode 49, and I'm starting to figure out a little bit more with this forestry stuff. I've been trading villagers to get the stuff I need to get the silky propolis. I think that's how you say it. And it's giving us these honey drops, and then I'm taking this propolis and we're putting that back into the centrifuge, and that is giving us these silk wisps, which as soon as we get enough of these, I'll show you what I've been doing with those. Generally doesn't take too long. And sometimes we get this propolis stuff. I'm still kind of trying to figure this out a little bit, but I did figure out a couple of things, which I'll tell you guys about here in just a minute. See, and these I've been taking over to the carpenter, and you can see I've got a pattern up here of 9 of these silk wisps so we can get a woven silk. And so if I put those in there, I will get the woven silk. And I think that might actually be my second one. Yeah, we've got 2 of those. So that is what I have been up to. I did do a little bit more with the farm blocks up here. I'm preparing for a second farm. I haven't quite decided if I want to do... we need to get some more bog earth, it looks like. And I did teach the grid how to craft this stuff for me, so we'll get see if we can get a stack of it. Doesn't take terribly long to get it. I may actually try to find a way to automate this part of it. We put that bog earth in there, and we should see this quadrant over here should slowly replace with the bog earth. It takes a few minutes for this forestry farm to update, and I think that might have something to do with trying to cut down on lag. I mean, you can see it didn't really take it that long. I'm still kind of trying to decide what trees I'd like to plant over here, because this is another arboretum. I was hoping that I'd have some... Oh, we do. Let's just grab a few of these, and oh, maybe we'll put one back. There we go. A little silver birch. And we'll get these in here. And we should, yep, there it goes. So we should see those start to plant. I wanted to try this over here. I think this is the tool I was looking at earlier that should, yeah, I think that is it. I'm getting those hill cherry saplings every time I use this. I'm also getting cherries, which is pretty cool. So that is awesome. Super cool. Let's see if we can get some of those to plant in here. I've also discovered that we can only plant the forestry trees or the Minecraft trees. The Pam's Harvest Craft trees, see if I can find some of them in here. They do not want to go into the forestry planter. So I don't know if that's something they're going to maybe try to fix at some point. I don't know. Now we should have some nice pretty trees growing up over here soon. One of the things that I have discovered is that these villagers, the apiarists, they have some pretty decent stuff to trade. a lot of the time. Like these silky combs, I've been trading, I've been finding these guys to get these silky combs. Let's see if I have any more carrots left. I'm been running kind of low. There's no wireless and ringing cheer, huh? We got maybe enough to trade a little more. I don't think he was done yet. There he was. He's got a bee smoker and an apiary, which is cool. Propolis and the drone. He's one of the cooler ones. He's got a few things to trade. Basically, one of the other things I've been doing, I can kind of show you on the mini map here. I've been going to all the other villages. Let's see, here's a village over here. And there were a few more that I've been to. And I've basically been hijacking the villagers and depositing them here in our forestry village, which is pretty well protected. So I've got quite a decent amount of them. See if we can find some more of them. They're not always easy to find, though, as many of them as there are. There's some of them. He's got some decent stuff to trade, too. He's got some pretty cool combs. Those dripping combs. I actually have planted some wheat over here because all of my wheat gets turned into bread and toast right away. And so I've actually planted and am harvesting, have been harvesting wheat over here to trade to these guys for those honeycombs. Because I get, there's another little tool that I'll be able to show you here in a second. I'd like to get a few more of those dripping honeycombs from that guy. There we go. Let's see if I can find him again. You? Don't think it was you. These arborists are pretty cool too. He's where I got this little grafter from. Librarian might have a fun book there. I'll have to find out what that does. And these guys are quick. It's arborist. Is it you? No, you're the guy I got the silky combs from. Silky combs. Well, sure, I'll run into him again. Maybe it was one of these guys. Simmering comb. No, he's got frozen stuff. What about you? There he is. Get some of these dripping combs. And let's head back over to the forestry base. These dripping combs, if I remember right, also give us some cool stuff. Yeah, that's where we get this honeydew from. And I've started carrying a bunch of stuff around in my backpack. So I've got this portable analyzer, and I like to keep the honeydew up there. I've got some honey drops also, but the honeydew seems to work the best. Take those out of there. I think that's probably enough for now. What I really want are these silky combs going, because we need quite a bit of those wisps. And I did make a circuit board for this, pretty much the same way we made the other one. I went in with the soldering iron here, and I made sure that this was set to, where to go, machine upgrade. This will go in, these are what are called socketed machines. So I had to make sure to select the right tubes. And again, if we look at the tubes, here we go. It tells you, like, this only goes in a manual farm, so this wouldn't have done me any good for that. What I'm looking at are manual farms, automatic farms, and electrical engines. Well, those don't really work either. What I needed to find was something that would work in these socketed machines, which are emerald electrons, the blazing electron tube, and that's where the thermionic fabricator came in. I made up quite a few of these blazing electron tubes. They gave us the speed boost too, so I've got 3 of those in this tube. And I've also got machine efficiency, which decreases the power use by 10%. If you see, each one of those speed boosts increases the power by 10%. So I thought, boosting the speed by 75% and only using 50% more, or 20% more power instead of 30% to do it would be better. Hopefully that's going to do its thing. This hopefully will get us quite a few more of those little silky wasps. Let's go check on some other things while that's cooking up. Maybe put a few things away. I wanted to go ahead and I made a apiary chest. I taught the grid how to make it, so we can actually request those. Not terribly hard to make. There we are. It takes any kind of comb, glass, and a birch chest. There we've got another one. I can kind of show you a little bit what these do. It looks like I'll be able to hold a bunch of different species of bees, so I was going to take this over to the bee building. There's the arboretum, and there's some bees. I've also installed some of the travel anchors out here to help me get around a little bit better. And I'm thinking this thing was kind of fun. I can maybe show you guys what that was about. See if I can. I don't know if we have enough room to do this all at once. There we go. I was kind of hoping it would do that. So interesting. So basically what I can do, let's see if we can find a kind of a cool one. Here's a Meadows Queen. If you take one of these and put it into this excreatory, you get these weird little books that pop up, and this is actually some kind of a matching game, is what I've discovered. Well, it looks like I'm going to win. And this is also another way I've been getting some stuff. And I've been getting these notes, which I don't fully know what to do with. I've been reading them. Like this mutation discovered, Meadows and Diligent. So what I can do is if I right click on it, oh cool, it actually did it that time. I had a bunch of them that didn't go away. Like I right click, it says I already memorized it, but I got to keep the paper. I didn't get to keep the paper that time, so that maybe that's good. But you can do it again, and I've been doing that. I did that for quite a while, and got quite a few honeycombs that way. I gotta say, forestry has definitely been interesting. I might have to get a little bit into the bee breeding. I'm not sure exactly if we can avoid it. It looks fairly complicated and fairly time consuming. So what I'm thinking is, I may kind of try to look at the basics of it, but I don't know that it's something I'm wanting to get terribly involved in. Breed forest with meadows to make common. Interesting. I got a wintry drone out of that deal. And I haven't completely figured this out either, because I should be able to examine these, I guess. And it seems to be random. There doesn't really seem to be any kind of actual pattern to it. But I don't know about that for sure. And I'm not sure what this examine specimens is supposed to do either. I do know, now that I've got a couple of drones in my inventory, though, I can take this portable analyzer, and with that honeydew or some of this honey drop in here to pacify the bee, this will analyze it for me, and now it shows me all kinds of information about it. It shows me the kind of climate they like, the humidity, what their personality is, basically, what they'll possibly produce, possible mutations. This is where, like getting into the breeding, having one of these would be crucial, I would think. This tells me, like its classifications. Singer is the guy that does this mod, just by the way. So like, you get different information for different bees. Meadows Queen, for instance, has different stats than the wintry drone. But it is pretty fascinating. A lot of work went into this mod. And I gotta say, it is really well done. I am liking the arboretums. However, I think the Ender IO farmer is definitely faster. I mean, we're getting stuff. I mean, we are getting it. Some of these trees actually turn this dirt up there into sand, though. I've noticed that. So we have to keep these stocked with dirt. Overall, I think I like this a lot more. Like some of those hill cherry saplings got in there. Cool. And I did also, I don't know if this will work, but from what I understand, bees help pollinate the trees, and you can crossbreed trees and stuff. So I've been capturing these beehives and bringing them over here. I don't know that it's actually been doing me any good, because I haven't really actually seen any bees. I think what I'm going to do is get some more of these wisps uh, done up in the centrifuge so that we can start crafting some of the items that I would like to get done today. So I will be back after I get those wisps done up. Welcome back, everybody. I believe we have enough of these woven silks now that I'm going to head on back to our main base just for a minute so we can get these apiarist items crafted and then built into our Ender IO armor, the dark steel stuff. So let's visit a crafting grid here. And I guess we could have done this back at the forestry base, but I've already got my anvil and stuff set up over here. There we go. Now we've got that apiarist stuff. And I've actually, just to test this, I've already added the apiarist hat to my armor. But I wanted you guys to see that we crafted all pretty much the same way. And I'm probably going to need a few more experience levels. So let's just hijack some here. That'll probably be enough to get us started. Oh, you know, I'll probably need the armor for this. I think we just combine this stuff in an anvil. Yeah, we sure do. Stuff's very rarely as easy for me as I think it should be. Did I already add it to the boots? Oh, I did. Cool. They may have come that way. And the pants. There we go. I might need to charge those, I'm not sure. Well, that'll work. And let me just double check and make sure I had it on. Yep, I do have it on the hat already. Let's get this stuff charged up real quick. I keep having problems with this stuff. It just, like, that's out of power. There's no real reason. I don't understand. There it goes. I may end up redoing this little area over here anyway. It's like we're running out of space over there. It should take care of almost everything. That should be the armor. So now, basically what this apiarist stuff does is it gives us protection from bees. So when we're, out and about looking for our bee stuff, we can go ahead and put those up. Now these bees, basically the wild bees aren't going to be able to give us much of a problem. Let's see if I can find a hive that I haven't destroyed. I think there were some over here. Oh, maybe I did destroy them. They were really, oh, here's one. They really were quite a bit of a nuisance there for a little bit. So when I use this scoop now, which I crafted, let's see if I can bring up the recipe for the scoop. Not that hard to make. Just any piece of wool and some sticks, and you get this nice scoop. And now when we use this to break bees, we get to collect those bees. And I also crafted this apiarist backpack. That was not hard to craft either. The hardest part was crafting the apiarist chest, which was just some of the honeycomb, a chest, and some glass. And so now I basically have a apiarist chest that I carry around with me, and I collect all these bees, and any bees that we collect automatically go into this backpack. So that's pretty nice, I think. See if there was any more beehives around here. I thought there was another one or two, maybe. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I bet there. Oh, there's one right there. Now that's from Pam's Harvest Craft, so I'm going to leave that one alone. I haven't really had a chance to play with that too much. I do know that the Pam's Harvest Craft bees and the Forestry bees, it does not look like that you can mess with those together. There's a Forestry hive. Those holes in the world sure are interesting sometimes. Could have sworn there was another one or two of them up here. Interesting little area. Crazy. Well, let's head back. Let's head back to our forestry area. There we go. And let's see if we can do anything else with these. I think there was a couple other things. Excuse me. There we are, the Alvery sieve. Yeah, Alvery sieve. Oh, was that all? Oh, that's right. We'll need these for a few of the backpacks too, I think. The woven mining backpack. So let's see if we have any of these that we want. Foresting backpack. Hunting, adventuring. Building backpack might not be a bad way to go. Apothecary's backpack. Railcraft backpack. Well, that looks interesting. I'm thinking what might be useful for now is let's get a mining backpack together. Just checking out all these different bags. So there's, we need one more piece of wool. I don't think it matters if the wool is the same color. No, it sure doesn't. So there's the mining backpack, and now to get the upgraded version of that, now this is where we're going to need some of the woven silk and a diamond. Well, let's get a diamond out of here. I think we can spare one, right? And I also did add a couple more machines here. I've got a carpenter that I'm loading with seed oil, which I'm getting from this squeezer. We have quite a few seeds, so I didn't think that would be too much of a problem to get some of the seed oil going. You basically can just throw some seeds. There's a couple other things that you can throw in to get this plant oil going. And this is a squeezer. And, really, for my needs, I think the standard squeezer is enough. It does look like you can upgrade it here with this empty socket. You could probably make it go faster. But for my needs, I didn't really see a point in doing that, because I've got plenty of plant oil in here, and I just wanted some of these impregnated casings to help me make something. I don't remember what I was making with it. Probably setting up for the salviary stuff. And I did also craft a couple of apiaries, which needed the impregnated casing as well. I think it's this one here with the water that we want to set up to do this apiary thing. So we'll put the diamond there, and I believe the backpack goes here, and then the woven silk. Yeah. So let's put the woven silk up there, the diamond, and that, and hopefully, yeah, it looks like it's going really, really slow. But it looks like it is going to give us the woven mining backpack, which is pretty cool. I may craft a new iron backpack. I was kind of curious if I gave it a nesting upgrade, if I could have a backpack, like an iron backpack that has all of my forestry bags in it, which would be pretty useful, I think. Especially since I still do some mining here and there. Doesn't look like that's terrible. It is a little slow, but I think I can deal with it. There we go. Now we have a woven mining backpack. I think for this, we may just head out to the mining base. And we'll see how this works. Let's head down to one of these lower levels. There we go. So some of this stuff hopefully is ending up in there. It may be being voided by my mining backpack, a lot of that stuff. Let's see, where'd my, there it is. There's some stuff that should have ended up somewhere. Yeah, see, now it's going into there, which is cool. And what I don't know is if it would continue to go in there while it's in there. I don't think it will. I think I've got to have some kind of like a nesting upgrade. And that's if it'll work at all. I honestly don't know that it would. I don't know that it wouldn't. But I think in order for things inside of that backpack to work, the backpack has to have a nesting upgrade. And that is what it looks like. Yeah, I can see that's still got the same 4. But now that the forestry bag is back out, it should have been, and it is. That's pretty cool. We'll pick up a few more of these little resources here. And let's head back to the main base. Well, there's just resources everywhere. Look at that. Always take the uranium, thanks. This is why I like the Extreme Hills. It's an early game. It's a great place to get a lot of the different resources you're going to want. And I mean, we're not quite early game anymore, but if you happen to stumble across an Extreme Hills biome early on, you're pretty lucky, I think. So let's head back to the main base and see if this bag has some of the other things that I like. I don't know that it has anything like a quick deposit, but that's kind of what I want to check on. Oh, it sure sounded like it. Yeah, it does. That's awesome. I just kind of shift right clicked onto there. Let's conduct an experiment here, and let's get this copper here out. Put that in there. There we go. Now if I just right click, or did I have to shift right click? And it looks like it is a shift right click. Yeah, shift right click and you get that quick deposit. So that was pretty cool. That is definitely making me want to build a new iron backpack to carry all of my backpacks around in. And I think that is also going to wrap up today's episode. We got a little bit done today. We've still got more to do with forestry. I do want to get a little bit into bee breeding, just a tad. I don't know that I'm going to want to make it a full-time job. However, I do think we can get a few useful items through bee crafting. So I hope you guys are enjoying these episodes. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope you're enjoying the series. If you are, be sure to give me a thumbs up. And if you want to be notified of videos that I put out in the future, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for stopping by today, guys. And take care.